What makes me most happy is doing things that I like, being with my family, but am I satisfied with my life kind of goes back to that, because I think it's really important that you work at being happy, that being happy doesn't just happen on its own, that you have to make your own happiness. I just was out to lunch with my mother and we were talking about this. She brought it up, I didn't, and she brought up the point of, that things just, you can't just let things happen to you. You have to make it happen, and that you're responsible for your own happiness. And I think a lot of people that are unhappy are that way because they're not working to make it the other way. I feel some pressure that it's important that I succeed. It's important that you succeed in your home life, that you have a nice, you keep up the appearances. I feel pressure from where I live about that, I have a nice looking yard, I have a nice house, and how you dress. So that's unspoken pressure that you get. And then professional life, I feel is more of a personal push, that I feel I need to fulfill the role of being the best that I can be, and so that's my internal pressure. So society gives the outward pressure, I think, more in the social arena, and professionally I think it comes more from myself. And as far as being typecast in a gender, that goes back to work too, that I really feel that in our job, in our situation, in our school, that it's still a man's world, even though the majority of people in the building are female, that the men still run things, and they give more responsibility, it seems, to the jobs of the female teachers. That it seems that the men definitely get by. They have their own little personal networking system and not held up the same to the women. And additional thoughts on happiness and women in society. I think it's hard to balance, going back to that pressure. It kind of goes back to the pressure of society and your personal life, that it's a constant balance between spending time with your family, quality time, and making that work, and the effort and the work that you have to put into for your job. I have to do both. I can't afford not to work, and I can't afford for my own happiness and the happiness of my family not to have a balance and hold up my end with that too. So it's a balance. It's hard, but it's not impossible. And I think every woman who has children and works goes through that, and you just have to find a happy medium. But it's not impossible.